All right, y'all, let's have some fun here. So Nick Fuentes, he is ramping up the rhetoric against Trump, against MAGA, against Republicans, and even against the voters in that party. So this is really interesting to see. He is on the fucking warpath, bro. He is on the warpath. So let's take a look here. The MAGA civil war is going to end the Republican Party. Don't interrupt them, says Maine. And let's see what Fuentes has to say here.
My message in 26, you could take it or leave it. Don't vote. Don't vote. Do not vote in the midterms. The Republicans have to lose. They have to lose.
Shit.
They have to crash and burn. A cleansing fire is the only thing that will save us. It cannot be fixed. Fuck them. Fuck Trump. Fuck MAGA. Fuck all this stuff. It can't be fixed. If it could have been fixed, it would have been fixed in 2025, but it wasn't. They made every mistake. Liberation Day, disaster. Doge, disaster. Big Beautiful Bill, disaster. Epstein Files, disaster. Iran, disaster. The personnel, Mike Waltz, disaster.
He's spitting right now. All that shit was a disaster.
Cliff, disaster. Rubio, disaster. Pam Bondi, disaster. All self-inflicted. Trump personnel, Trump policy, Trump strategy, Trump playbook. We tried it your way. It didn't work. Fuck you. Now we don't vote. That's the message. Seriously. Can't blame anybody else. Bad advice, bad advisors, Biden's economy. Enough already. It didn't work. We're not voting. I'm staying home. And you know what? I hope the Democrats impeach him. I hope the Democrats impeach all of them. I hope they indict everybody. I hope they depose and compel the release of documents. And I hope they find all the criminal behavior. And I hope it destroys the GOP.
Oh, shit. Did bro just take my job? I think he just took my job, bro. I think he just said the shit that I was supposed to say. He just said the shit I was... I'm not going to say anything, bro. Go ahead. I'm going to let it rock.
I hope it creates a crisis for the GOP so severe that they never recover. And then I hope we get a fucking Nazi to run in 28.
He was spitting till he was like, Ich den von Schlagen Newton, Sieg Heil. He was like, fuck Trump, fuck the Republicans, they fucked up with DOUSES, they fucked up with Iran, they fucked up with everything. And then he's like, we need an actual Nazi. Yes, a Nazi. Yeah. Bro. By the way, how fucking vindicated am I with... I honestly, the best take ever was when I said, this guy is the mirror image of Jimmy Dore on the right. This guy's Jimmy Dore circa 2018, but on the right, as opposed to what Jimmy was on the left. Like, literally all the talking points are, like, identical, right? But he's saying, the problem with Trump is he wasn't a real Nazi. We need a real Nazi to run. That's what we need, a real Nazi to run. And now he's going to try to... He realizes what he says, and that people like me see the show from time to time, and now he's going to take a couple steps back from the ledge now. Ready? Here we go.
Never recover. And then I hope we get a fucking Nazi to run in 28. And I mean that metaphorically. I don't mean that literally.
Of course you do. You only metaphorically said Hitler was a really fucking cool. He was a really fucking cool. That was only metaphorical.
I hope we get a fucking fascist to run in 28.
I got good news for you if you're pro-fascist. They're already in power, son.
To burn the GOP down as a dark horse and win the presidency as a right-wing radical. That is my hope.
The reason why I love this too is because, like, if he gets his way, and he doesn't realize this, of course, but if he gets his way, that only means the Republican Party is more cooked. Like, there is no scenario where somebody to the right of Trump rises up and takes power and wins and gets in office and starts doing actual Nazi things, and Americans all love it, and they go, hip, hip, hooray. No, if somebody more Nazi than Trump comes up, first of all, he'd get, like, 2% in the primary. But, like, it would just doom the Republican Party even further. He actually thinks, the reason why Americans have turned on Trump is because Trump wasn't fascist enough and wasn't Nazi enough. No, I think it's quite the opposite. I think he's too fascist and too much of a Nazi, and that's why people are turning on him. Of course, it has to do with the Epstein files. Of course, it has to do with the corruption, but it also has to do with, unemployment out of control, inflation out of control. Like, it's all of the things. But the idea that if he was how many times have we heard Fuentes say this? If he was actually doing mass deportations, then he'd be popular. Like, he is doing the mass deportations, and people fucking hate it, actually. And now you look at it and you see, like, the percentage of people who think immigration is a good thing now, it's at a record high. I think it's like 79% of the country. And Trump is now underwater double digits on this issue that he used to be overwater on. So it's not, what he thinks are the solutions are not the solutions. It'll doom the Republican Party further. But maybe that's his point. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he is an op. That's the conversation we need to entertain. Is this guy an op? Is he an op? Is he low-key the entire time? He's been a gay Mexican little twink boy, and he's been left-wing, and he's like, I'm going to do this social experiment. I'm going to become one of the biggest guys on the right in the commentary sphere. I'm going to become super fucking popular. I'm going to get all these people to support my show and watch my show, and I'll have a whole generation of young boys who are into what I'm saying, and I'm going to be the fucking Pied Piper for them, and I'm going to infiltrate the right, burn down the right, disenfranchise all the young voters so the young right-wing voters don't want to vote, or do the old switcheroo at some point and just go full left-wing. Like, is he an op? Is he an op? Is he an op? Is he actually a liberal or a leftist? And he's like, watch this. I'm about to fuck these motherfuckers up. Because if he was, fucking brilliant. If that's what you are, Nick, that is fucking brilliant, bro.
That's what I want. I don't trust them anymore. They say, we just got to vote for Vance. No, shut up. I'm not listening to you. The same people that brought you this garbage now want to sell you Vance. I'm not listening. You fucking people told me that Trump was going to deliver a golden age and mass deportations and $2 trillion in cuts and charter cities and all this crap. You lied. It didn't happen.
Okay, a golden age and mass deportations and $2 trillion in cuts. $2 trillion in cuts, by definition, would make it the opposite of a golden age. It's like, sorry, no more Social Security, no more Medicaid, no more Medicare, no more anything positive that the government does, but it'll be a golden age. Like, what?
Now you're selling us on Vance? I don't think so. I'm not even listening anymore. I'm not voting. And they could say whatever they want. Say whatever you want. Try and squirm and struggle and flail around. I am not listening anymore. I am not voting. I am not reasonable anymore. We all played that for the last, how many cycles? Were we the reasonable ones? Hold your nose and vote, lesser of two evils. We can't let the Democrats win. Okay, well, we let the Republicans win. Look at what that has profited us. I know it's profited Israel. I know it's profited Silicon Valley and Wall Street and the rich.
This also, though, is massive cope, too, because you are getting what you want on immigration. But the fact of the matter is, everybody hates it. It's cruel, it's gross, it's disgusting. You have horror stories of, like, 2-year-olds being deported while they're deathly sick, right? You have senior citizen couples getting fucking pepperballed in their face and bleeding. You have, like, babies being tear gassed and all sorts of... You have horror shows happening. And, like, his reaction is to pretend like, oh, yeah, they're fucking up on immigration, but they're not cracking down hard enough. And it's like, no, dude, that's one of the cores of why the regime is falling apart and why everybody hates it, is because when you actually try to do mass deportations and you go after people who aren't criminals, everybody's like, hey, this is kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up. And so this is cope, because like he acts like if you listen to me and you go further right, then everything would be glorious. But no, if they listen to you and go further right, everything will be worse. He was fucking cheering on the assassination of, was it Alex Preddy? I think it was Alex Preddy. And Renee Nicole Good. And he was acting like just another stupid bitch now who's gone. That's a good thing. And it's like, so again, his criticism is you need to murder more people in the streets. And that would somehow make it so you're more popular and everybody loves you. But that wouldn't fucking happen. People would hate MAGA even more. So it's just, it's also incoherent. But again, maybe the most logical explanation at this point is that he is an op. Because anybody could see that that's incoherent. He can see that that's incoherent. But again, if he's an op, it wouldn't matter. Because, like, he's just going to try to paper over that to try to disengage all these right-wingers.
What good is that doing any of us that live in cities like Chicago or New York or LA or even the red states for that matter? It's not doing us any good. Ken Griffin, Trump's boy, is down there in Miami, backing the Democrat mayor over there. I'm out. You lost me. I voted for Trump in 2016. Because Trump was an outsider, because Trump was a disruptor. Trump was going to destroy the establishments of both parties. That's not what he is anymore. And
he's a con man. He's always been a con man, though.
That's not what Vance is either, by a long shot.
He's also a con man. And he's also, that guy's a fucking shapeshifter. He was doing the whole anti-Trump thing on CNN before he became a pro-Trump guy. He thought, oh, is this what you idiots want to hear? Fine, I'll give you that. And then he realized, oh, maybe I could hop on the bandwagon and I'll be better off. And that's how he became vice president. But he doesn't believe anything.
We need something else. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care who it is. All options are on the table, other than voting for the GOP. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Is that not what we have been doing?
Groypers, I have something serious to talk to you about. This is how we defeat MAGA. This is how it's over for them. This is how you really stick it to the man. You need to vote Democrat. in these upcoming midterms, you need to show J.D. Vance you mean business. You need to show Donald Trump you mean business. You need to prove to them that they fucking failed you and let you down. And the best way to do that is to go fucking vote for the Democrats. So that's how you do it. Y'all better get on that. Nick's marching orders, not mine. This is what Nick, he said the only thing we're not doing is definitely we're not voting GOP. That's right, Nick, you tell them. So all you groypers out there, the best way to stick it to the man is vote Democrat. Get on it.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.